Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Tracy Mayhew and here we talk about books and writing and all kinds of bookish things. To be honest, I haven't really been talking a lot about writing recently because for various reasons I've been struggling. But that also factors into what I'm going to talk to you about today, which is audiobooks. Now, a few years ago, if you'd have asked me to read an audiobook, I would have just said flatly no. Absolutely not my thing. And I stuck by that for years. And now I'm not quite sure why. Because recently I've been in a kind of reading slump where I've just, every time I've picked up a book, it doesn't matter what the book is, I've tried all kinds of genres, I've tried all kinds of different authors that I've not read before, indie authors, traditionally published authors, everything, and I just can't read. It's an energy thing, I think. I just can't seem to focus on the book that I have in my hand, and it's really been frustrating me. I am a reader at heart, and I know a lot of you are also readers at heart, and it's like if you don't read for a certain amount of time, you start to feel like you're not yourself, you know. I don't know if anyone out there has experienced that. If you have, let me know in the comments. Let me know I am not alone. But anyway, then I had the idea that I joined Audible. I think I googled something saying why am I struggling reading? How can I get out of a reading slump? And one of the articles, or if it was in a Facebook group or something, I'm not sure, but they said, you know, try audiobooks. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. And I downloaded like one of those Audible original books that you didn't need any credits for or anything like that. So I downloaded one of those and I was able to actually focus on that for a little while. So that opened up a whole new world for me. So now I am reading audiobooks and I never thought I'd say that. It's like I'm a whole new person. And actually that has helped me slowly get back into reading. I mean, I am reading very slowly at the moment, just like one chapter a day kind of thing, 2 pages at a time or whatever, but it is helping me in some way. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's doing something to me, like making me concentrate on something, getting me to refocus my brain. But today I thought I'd talk about why it's a good thing to give audiobooks a try. Because if you were an audiobook snob like I was, maybe try to get out of that mindset for a little while and give audiobooks a go, especially if you are in a reading slump. So here's my first reason for giving audiobooks a go. You can multitask while you're reading an audiobook. I read while I'm driving to work now. I used to listen to music while I was driving to work and that was fine. But when I stopped reading an actual physical book and I started like lacking that joy that I got from reading a book, I lost the joy in listening to music, so I decided to put an audiobook on instead. So I linked my phone up to my car and I just continue with my audiobook, and I really enjoy that 40-minute drive that I have to work every day. Is just, I really enjoy listening to whatever audiobook I'm listening to, and at the moment I'm listening to Charity Shop Detectives, which is a brilliant cozy murder mystery by Peter Boland, which I will review in a later video down the road. So when you're listening to an audiobook, you can drive, you can clean your house, you can exercise. When I do go to the gym, I will be whacking an audiobook on just to keep my mind focused on reading. And I do it on a walk as well. So when I get to work, I don't necessarily go in straight away because I get there a little bit early. I go on a little walk and I put my ear pods in and I just carry on listening to my audiobook. And it's a really nice way to start the day. And that's ideal for busy people who don't have the time to necessarily read. I never had the time to read in the morning because I always leave the house by 7. I get up at 6, get myself ready and everything, but I'm out the house by 7. I never had the time to read in the morning, but now I do, and it's great. And it's as I say, it's a really nice way for me to start my day. My second reason for listening to an audiobook is that the narrator of the book can add another dimension to your reading experience. I've found some really great narrators in the audiobooks that I've picked, and it's really great when you're listening to a book and a celebrity reads the book as well, because again, especially if it's something like Pride and Prejudice and you listen to Amelia Fox reading that, because obviously she was in the 1995 Pride and Prejudice, so it's like that special kind of link there that I quite enjoy. But yeah, the narrator can add another level of depth to the story, and the voices that they adapt their voice to each character and everything. And even like serialized dramas where they've got, I listen to Agatha Christie's The Mysterious Affair at Styles, and it was like I think it was a BBC adaptation of like dramatization of it. So you had all kinds of different people doing it. I think we had Peter Dinklage. He was playing Poirot, and he did a really good Poirot. So if you've not listened to that, The Mysterious Affair at Styles by Agatha Christie, I think you should give that a go. But get the one with Peter Dinklage as Poirot, because he was a really good Poirot and added another dimension completely to that book and to that character. Some books can even be read by the author themselves. Miranda Hart, she's a comedian in the UK. She's done an autobiography recently called I Haven't Been Entirely Honest With You, and she reads that, and I'm really looking forward to listening to that, because that adds another layer again, another kind of deeper connection to you reading that book as well. My third reason for listening to audiobooks is that it helps you to build a reading habit. I find that I look forward to going to work or going on a walk now, just because that journey is no longer just me going through the motions. It's me finding out something different about the book that I'm reading, learning more about the characters that I'm in that story with. As I said earlier, it's also helped me to kind of pick up a book again, a physical book again, when I get home, and spend 5-10 minutes at a time just dipping into that physical book. And I do believe that if I hadn't been listening to the audiobooks recently, I wouldn't be able to do that, because I'd still be stuck in that rut of trying to climb out of the hole that I was in. Whereas the audiobooks have kind of lifted me out of that hole, and now I'm able to kind of take small steps into rebuilding a physical reading habit again. Not that I will totally abandon audiobooks in the future. I think I've got an addiction now to reading in the car while I'm driving, so I think I will still stick with audiobooks going forward. And I think what I might do is every month try and, when I do my reading, what am I reading this month videos, I might try and add in an audiobook to talk about as well. And my fourth and final reason, which doesn't always apply to me, but it does sometimes, is if you have a reason that makes reading a physical book or a Kindle difficult. So if you have visual impairment, dyslexia, or like me, you suffer with migraine, sometimes just putting on a audiobook really help. For me personally, when I'm having a migraine, if I'm listening to an audiobook, it gives me something else to concentrate on other than the pain I'm in. And it helps sometimes to relax. And sometimes I do fall asleep while listening to an audiobook, which is not the most convenient, but I kind of remember where I am, so I can hop back and pick it up again later when I have recovered. But it's always nice to have that option of giving yourself that time to kind of like just chill out with a book while you're in pain with a migraine or whatever. So I've become a little bit obsessed, as I said. So I've got an Audible subscription, but I've also joined my local library through BorrowBox. And I have about a list of 4 or 5 audiobooks that I'm waiting for to download. As I say, I'm not about to give up on audiobooks. This has opened up a completely new world for me, and I am in it for the long haul, I think. Let me know if you enjoy listening to audiobooks. And also let me know if you have any recommendations as well, particularly in the fantasy genre, romance genre, cozy mystery genre as well. If you're in the UK and you listen to any BBC dramatisations, let me know that as well, because I really do enjoy it. I'm really looking forward to one that I've got waiting for me. I think I get it next Wednesday actually. It's Dissolution by CJ Sansom, who writes sort of like Tudor-inspired murder mysteries, and it's got Jason Watkins playing Shardlake, and I am a massive fan of Jason Watkins, so I'm really looking forward to that one. But like I say, let me know if you have any recommendations that I can add to my audiobook TBR. So that's it for this week's video. I probably won't be back next week because I'm going on a writing retreat, and I'm just going to try and concentrate on actual writing and getting back into the swing of writing again. I might film a couple of bits or a little mini update for the following week, so for 2 weeks' time, about that writing retreat or about my progress on Rivers and Blood and Fire. But until then, I will see you next time with a brand new video. Bye.